Well, hello there. Welcome. This is Joker, and I'm here with The Witcher 3. I decided to depart from my usual hello introduction because I was getting tired of saying that. I need a better introduction, I think. But
I have no time.
while I was away, I got more familiar with this game and how it works. And, well, we can talk to this guy here in a second.
Directly out of Nordling Tales.
But, I found out it's very important to do side missions. And I have done no side missions from, White Orchard. Yeah, no, didn't do any of those. And they're very important, and because they help you level up. And it could mean big amounts of trouble for me later on. So, but without any further ado, let's go ahead and continue and talk to this man here, Ambassador Var Atre.
Ambassador Var Atra?
Atra.
Yennefer suggested I ask you about current events, the war and so on.
Of course. The Emperor's servants should keep no secrets from each other. If you will, let us approach the map.
How's the war going? I mean, apart from the fact that Nilfgaard's triumph is imminent.
I assume this to be a private conversation. We've no witnesses, so let's dispense with the propaganda, even that shrouded in irony. Our offensive was going splendidly until winter came. Edirn was in such disarray that we encountered no resistance. We had reached the Pontar before the first snows. Only a weakened Kedwin remained, and Radovid's Redania, which had ignored the rest of the North's pleas for help. We thought they'd sue for peace, perhaps even submit to vassalization. We waited for spring, certain of victory.
Radovid? Submit?
Yes, a vain hope, I agree. Radovid sent no peace envoys, nor did he advance on our positions. Instead, he trudged over the snow-bound Kestrel Mountains and attacked Kedwin, his ally. This attack took the Kedweni by surprise. They were still mourning the loss of their king. Rudderless and dejected, they laid down their arms after a few lost skirmishes and joined Radovid. And so by spring, instead of two weak enemies, we had only one powerful one.
Let's ask this question here. What about Kovir?
What about Kovir?
Kovir values its neutrality, enough not to lend its armies, or more importantly, even its coin to either side. Returning to the war, this spring there was a massive battle in the marshes of Velen. Massive, yet indecisive. Both sides suffered enormous losses, unprecedented even. Radovid has retreated across the Pontar. He's safe for now, until reinforcements arrive from the south. Then Emperor Emir Var Emrys will deal with him once and for all.
Couldn't you just go home? Save everyone a lot of marching, not to mention a few human lives.
I'm afraid the stakes are too high to fold now. We can only go all in.
Let's see. Should we ask what the situation is in Velen, or the news from Novigrad, or Skellig?
How do things look in Velen?
As bad as ever, perhaps worse. This land never flowed with milk and honey, and now it flows with blood. Armies have swept through it several times, trampling fields, looting granaries, burning villages. Famine grips the populace.
So how's ruling that earthly paradise going for you?
Not well, to be honest. Our forces are spread thin as it is, and Velen is chiefly swampy forests that are difficult to control. We've had several patrols never return to their camps. Thus, we've temporarily delegated authority in this region to a certain Nordling, a former low-ranking officer in the Temerian army, one Philip Strenger, better known by his nom de guerre, the Bloody Baron. I advise you well. Avoid him.
Okay, let's see,
Any news from Novigrad? Is the free city still free?
Yes, although everyone knows this won't last. Radovid is in Oxenfurt, and the Emperor is here in Vizima, at Novigrad's doorstep, both. And both require coin and ships. Novigrad can provide these. Which is why the mood in the city is rather, well, on edge.
Meaning?
How do men deal with fear? They seek reassurance and scapegoats. The Church of the Eternal Fire understands this perfectly, and so it promises to improve the lives of its flock by pointing out the guilty. Who started the war? Who profits from it? Why, it's obvious. Mages, elves, dwarves, in a word, any and all deviants. I've been stationed in Novigrad for 13 years. First as a consul, then as ambassador. I've seen a great deal. Cruelty, cynicism, greed. But what is happening there now concerns me greatly.
What's new in Skellige?
Nothing.
Skellige.
The islanders pride themselves on that, don't they? Doing everything according to tradition, as their forefathers did. And like their forefathers, they quarrel with each other, pillage, occasionally attack our transports. This is cumbersome, but nothing more. Skellige has always been a footnote to history, and so it shall remain.
Sound awfully confident. What if King Bran manages to unite the Jarls? Lead all the clans against your fleet?
King Bran is a feeble old man. From what I know, he barely remembers the names of his own vassals. Uniting all might prove difficult.
Well, thank you for your help. I think we're
Thanks
gone
for
now.
your help.
Think nothing of it. May the great sun light your path.
I've learned quite a bit during my time with this game on how to operate it. It is very important to read your bestiary, because you could find valuable information on how to kill your foes. Like say dogs, for example. We can make some beast oil here. I didn't mean to do that. Griffins, for example, we can use grape shot. Oh, that's a bomb. We can use hybrid oil and use Ard from one of our signs. With necrophages, right now all we got are ghouls, and we can use necrophage oil to weaken those beasts. We got our tutorial here, so that will be useful if I ever forget how to do anything, as I have in the past. And then characters, if we want to learn characters and whatnot. So Cirilla, Dandelion, Emir var Imrez, Eskel, Gerald of Rivia, Hendrik, Lambert, Morvran Voorhees, Triss Marigold. I have no clue if I pronounce his name right. Vesemir, Yennefer Vingerberg. That's all we got for now. Alright. So, and then we got crafting here. We don't have anything to craft at the moment, to my knowledge. So... Alright. Let's go ahead and get our stuff.
How might I serve the gentleman?
By returning my things.
Citrus and cloves. The fragrance will keep the gentleman's robes fresh somewhat longer.
Thanks, bunches.
The Emperor is not known for his patience. He wants his daughter back safe and sound, as soon as possible.
Yeah, mentioned something of the sort. So long.
Alright, so... we did receive some patches earlier this week for the game. That'll benefit us quite much. Won't have as many lags, as it were. One thing that I noticed is that we could play a good game of Gwent with this fellow here. Nilfgaardian nobleman. But, let's wait for that until we can get some more cards. Then I'll show you a good game of Gwent. Let's see, are there any quests that we could possibly do before we reach, the Nilfgaardian connection? Let's see. Well, let's go ahead and do this one. Look at these failed ones. Oh, so sad. So sad. I finally figured out, with, my fiance's, walkthrough of the game. She hasn't done a walkthrough herself. I don't think it's in her interest to do a walkthrough on this game. So, yeah, we can't do these missions any longer. But I figured out how to save the woman, how to make a swallow potion. So it's not as hard as I would let myself to believe. But yeah, those aren't the only missions that we missed out. I do believe there was a dwarf. Is that the dwarf one? No, it wasn't. But I did witness these of, and a dwarf one. There was an armorer that was a dwarf, and his shop was burnt down, and had to figure out the culprit for that. But sadly, we have not been doing too many of the side missions. But let's change that around with this episode. So before we go into before we go and seek out seek out Hendrik and Velen, let's go forth and return to White Orchard.
Geralt and Yennefer were reunited, but something even more important happened in Vizima. Geralt learned that Cirilla, his one-time ward, had returned from afar, and she was in danger. He was to find her, at the Emperor's command and Yennefer's behest.
Okay, and there is DLC, I must say. There will be DLC every week, I think it was. I don't know, but there will be more DLC, they said. And I have downloaded a few of those, including a Temerian armor, which we cannot get at the moment because we don't have enough coin. But thanks to IGN, I now know how to get plenty of moolah.
Thank you for saving me. People say all kinds of things about witches, but I've always known yours to be an honorable guild.
So you managed to salvage some goods?
Yes, but I await the repair of my wagon. As time passes, my losses grow. Do you need something? I'll let it go half-free.
Let me have a look at your stock.
Okay, so here we are. The sad thing is we don't have enough money and we don't have enough levels. This is a level 4. We're just one level away. And it's pretty good armor, actually. Very good armor. Let's see, what do we have? Okay. He has some water here, so let's go ahead and get some of that water. Right.
Take care.
So let's go ahead and I could go the easy way and get my horse. Ah! Sorry, sir. Alright.
Gonna hunt me.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get the horse. Really? Why you go the long way?
Faster.
Ooh. Slow now.
Okay. Oh.
Gotta love the bread today.
Let's talk to this man.
Greetings, good man. Having trouble with your well? That's what I read.
Aye. 'Tis haunted. Has been for a good 20 years.
20? So why'd you put out a notice just now?
'Cause earlier on we drew our water from the river. But so many corpses floating in it after the battle it's turned noxious. My daughter Mandy drank half a pitcher. Felt dreadful ill, can't keep nothing down. She grows worse by the day. Herbalist claims you fight a fever with drink. And not beer nor cider, but water. Clear, pure water. And where am I to get that if not from the well? But first, the ghost's got to be driven away. And it don't let any man near.
This ghost. Describe it for me.
Well, it's awful frightening. Awful.
I meant, what does it look like?
It looks like a woman, but fresh from the grave. Wears a dirty dress, all rags, its skin flaking off its bones, and it howls like it's suffering.
Some wraith. Or maybe an alp.
If you don't wallop it, Master, if you don't take care of it, that is, it'll come kill me daughter.
I feel for you, but this is my job. So let's talk about my pay.
Something not right with the coin.
So here we go. We're gonna haggle this guy. Get a little bit more money, I suppose. But we gotta check our annoyance level. Make sure we're not annoying him too much. Let's go for 24.
If you could drop your price a bit, I'm sure we'd agree. If you could drop your price a bit, I'm sure we'd agree.
Alright.
Settles it then.
Fine, I'll help. Where's this well?
In Havel, a settlement on the heights. It's abandoned now. No one ventures there on account of the ghost being about. Drive it off. Please.
Okay, so let's go to this well. Didn't get much money for that, but oh well. One thing I learned is I don't have to navigate the horse with the analog stick. It just press and hold X and it does the job for me. Which isn't too bad, no. It's just... Can't... It's not always accurate, as you can tell.
The infamous well. Strange, no sign of a ghost. Maybe it only shows at a certain time of day.
Alright.
Grass around the well's scorched.
Let's go ahead and check the houses. I don't think we were supposed to check the houses yet. Oh, look.
Bodies dried to a crisp. Signs of burns. All signs point to a noon wraith.
So there we go, with a noon wraith. I do believe we use this to trap her. Let's check our glossary here. Make sure I'm right. Yes. Yurden. Okay.
Something's tied the noon wraith to this place. An object. Something she
Okay.
needs before she'll leave this world.
Now we check, okay. Can't go that way, it doesn't look like. There's a book.
Journal. Might be useful.
Okay, let's go ahead and read that journal. Okay, you may read it if you'd like.
That bracelet might be what ties the woman's spirit to this place. A man, stabbed with a knife, died on the spot. Animals fed on his body. Picked his skeleton clean. More bloodstains over there. But it's not his blood. Bloodstains. Barely visible. Someone was dragged this way. Someone who was still alive.
Okay, and they should be dragged over to here.
Palm prints in blood. Small hands. A woman's. Someone dragged her out. She was wounded. Fought for her life. No body in sight, but might still find some tracks. Under the right conditions, bloodstains can remain visible for decades. Another print by the well. Bloodstains. Almost faded. But the line's taut. Something's not right. A corpse, hanged by the bucket rope. Woman the journal belonged to. Must be. Wide pelvis, small jaw. A woman. Around 30, judging by the teeth. Left arm's missing. Need to cremate the remains. Gotta find the object that binds her to this place before I do, though. Was she wearing the bracelet from her husband? Might be why her arm fell off. Gotta jump down there. Hope I don't break my legs.
Alright. So let's go ahead and look for this bracelet. Should be down here somewhere. Oh, look. Loot. Let's go ahead and loot this. Okay, so I think we'll call that a day.
Lucky not to come up empty-handed. A bracelet with an inscription. To Claire, from Volker. Bracelet must have belonged to the woman in the well. Lovely craftsmanship, but I'll have to burn it with the body to get rid of the Noon Wraith for good. Better do it near the well.
Okay. So yeah, we'll stop right here, because this video is getting rather long, I'd say. So, if you like this video, if you were entertained enough, please like, subscribe, comment below, and let me know how I can improve on the channel, along with Wolf, and my fiance, and, you know, whomever may come along to help us out with the videos. And also, keep in mind, Wolf will be doing a walkthrough of this very game in the future, I have no doubt. He will be much more thorough than I was. And he might do those side missions that I missed out on. So, but please like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more walkthroughs.